Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I've thought about talking about this topic for a while now, and I just thought this would be a really fun topic to discuss. So in this video, I'm going to go over 10 great moments, in my opinion, from what are universally considered to be bad movies. So yeah, the 10 movies I've picked on this list, I know some of these movies have their fans, which is absolutely amazing and absolutely fine. And if you love these movies, go on loving them, because that is a good thing, that you've got something out of these films, you've got enjoyment from them, and that's fucking amazing. So yeah, go on loving these films. But for me, these are movies that, in my opinion, and in my opinion alone, they are riddled with issues. Yeah, from every sort of issue a movie could face, from wooden acting, hokey dialogue, bad direction, poor creative filmmaking decisions. I think somewhere along the line, each one of these movies suffers from one of those things. And yeah, like I said, these are just my opinions. I do get some enjoyment from these films, that's absolutely fine, but I just think universally these movies have been critically panned, and they do admittedly have their issues from a objective point of view. But yeah, I just thought it would be fun to discuss. So these moments I've picked are the redeeming moments from these movies. They're the most fun moments that I look forward to when watching them, and they just really deliver. And yeah, they're the standouts from these movies with these issues. So yeah, that being said, I'm going to get into it with the first pick. So coming up first, we have
$1 million worth of weaponry. And I've traded all back for a lousy can of rain.
the body armor scene from Lost in Space. So yeah, like I said, a movie riddled with its problems. For me, this film's got a great cast. Gary Oldman as the villain, always great and reliable. Matt LeBlanc starred in this movie, he was hot off Friends, and yeah, it's got some good things going for it, but by far the best thing in this movie for me is that body armor sequence. It's the most badass scene in the movie, and the only issue I have with it is there's just not more of it. It's just gone in a matter of seconds, and we're back to the drab, mediocre movie that we got, unfortunately. Yeah, again, like I said, riddled with issues, bad dialogue in this film, but quite an impressive cast. But yeah, like I said, that scene, the body armor scene, makes the movie for me by a country mile. It's the best thing about it, and it's the scene I look forward to the most whenever I watch this film. So yeah, but there just isn't enough of it. So yeah, that's the body armor scene from Lost in Space. So coming up next, we have
Get away from me, you fucking piece of shit! Stop me! Motherfucker!
the elbow to the face kill from Jason Goes to Hell. Yeah, this one is kind of regarded as the worst entry into the Friday the 13th film series. I think this and Jason X and maybe Part 5 are like absolutely, lowest common denominator forms of entertainment when it comes to that series. And yeah, I rewatched this film recently and I had a ball with it for all the wrong reasons. It entertained the hell out of me. I couldn't stop laughing in parts. But by far, that elbow to the face kill made this film for me. I never fail to laugh at that scene. It is always going to tickle me for all the wrong reasons. It is hysterical. And I just don't know what the filmmakers were thinking when they put it in. But my God, I thank the Lord that they did, because it is hysterical. Yeah, it just makes the movie for me, and I never ever get bored of watching it. So, yeah, I find myself gasping for air sometimes when I watch that scene, because I just forget how funny it is. So yeah, that is the elbow to the face kill from Jason Goes to Hell. So coming up next, we have those scenes between Bruce and Alfred in Batman and Robin. So yeah, again, this is by far, one of the worst Batman movies, if not one of the worst movies ever made, as modern society sees it. I think this is still a very entertaining film, but when it comes to those serious moments in the movie between Bruce and Alfred, when Alfred gets sort of diagnosed with McGregor syndrome, and they have their moments together, it really, really does bring some sort of heart and charm to the movie. I think George Clooney in this film is actually quite an underrated Bruce Wayne. Say what you will about his performance as Batman, but for Bruce Wayne, I really think there was a missed opportunity there, and he could have done some great things in that role as Bruce Wayne. I really bought him as kind of this billionaire bachelor. But yeah, like I said, those scenes between him and Alfred, Michael Gough's Alfred, in the movie are just really, really sort of heartwarming and genuine. And they're just peppered through what is otherwise quite a silly movie. But I still find this movie entertaining, to say the least. So yeah, again, riddled with issues. But that is the scenes between Bruce and Alfred in Batman and Robin. So coming up next, we have...
I'm sorry. I don't remember any of it.
You don't remember?
For you, the day Bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday.
That line of dialogue from Bison in Street Fighter. So yeah, this again is a video game adaptation. I never really played the games growing up. I didn't really see the movie all that much either growing up. And yeah, I remember watching this once and liking what I was seeing. But when the movie was over, I had no desire to go back to it whatsoever. But when I have gone back to it, that line of dialogue from Raul Julia's Bison, Raul Julia by far is the best thing in this movie. Sadly, this was to be one of his, if not his last performance, as he was quite ill at the time. And he wanted to do this movie for his kids who enjoyed the game, and fair play to him for doing that. But what I love about that line of dialogue is it is just delivered with such coldness, and the amount of I don't give a shit behind the delivery of it in terms of the character is just absolutely amazing. And yeah, I just think it's fantastic. It just works so well. Just a great line of dialogue with so much weight to it, and I just think it's fantastic and it works so well, and it's by far the best line from the movie for me. So yeah, that is the line of dialogue from Bison in Street Fighter. So coming up next, we have...
Mom?
Oh my God.
What is it?
It's a bird cage.
For what?
The pterodactyl bridge scene from Jurassic Park 3. Now, I must admit, I actually quite enjoy this film. At least I do up to a point, because I always think, oh, Jurassic Park 3, I actually remember quite liking that. Go back and watch it. And then as soon as Taya Leone's character comes into the movie, I immediately remember why I don't like this film as much as I do, because she is just one annoying pest in this film. Can't stand her. The screaming, the shouting, It is insufferable in this movie. But that scene with the pterodactyl coming across the bridge, I absolutely love it. There is so much suspense there, so much tension. I love the introduction of the pterodactyl, just walking out of the mist when we're just like, what the hell has landed on this bridge? Yeah, the suspense and tension, it's just there. I just feel it so much, and it's edge of your seat stuff. And unfortunately, that's where it starts and ends, because there's nothing else like that in the movie, unfortunately. But yeah, I just think that pterodactyl scene is just quite creepy and quite thrilling for this movie. So yeah, that's the pterodactyl bridge scene from Jurassic Park 3. So coming up next, we have...
You American?
Yeah, American. New York. Big Apple.
I wanna wake up in a city that never sleeps.
That's it.
Never sleeps. Frank Sinatra, chairman of the board.
That's right. Jam. Yeah. You sing good.
This little town blues, I'm melting away. Yes, I sing. I sing all the time. King of the hill, top of the world, huh?
Heap. Top of the heap.
The cab scene from A Good Day to Die Hard. Yeah, wow. This movie's terrible. I'm just going to say that off the bat. It's awful. But if there's one good thing about it, it is that cab scene. Sadly, there's just nothing about this movie where I think Bruce Willis gives a performance in the film where I actually believe he is playing John McClane. It is one of those paycheck movies. It's a movie people boycott, people want to forget, erase from their memory. Just use this movie as an excuse that a coaster came with the 5-movie box set. But what I will say about that cab scene is there's quite some thought gone into it, and there's some heart there. It's a genuine good bit of interaction between John McClane and this cab driver. And yeah, sadly, that's all I can really say positive about this film. Yeah, it just doesn't offer anything else in form of entertainment. But if there's anything positive to be taken from it, it is that cab scene. It's a good little bit of interaction in the film for me. But that's where the enjoyment stops with this movie. So yeah, that's the cab scene from A Good Day to Die Hard. So coming up next, we have the lift scene from the 2014 Ninja Turtles movie. So yeah, although Michael Bay didn't direct this film, it's got his fingerprints all over it. And yeah, it's just a schlocky movie based on a popular IP, in my opinion anyway. There's just nothing really I liked about it. It was just bang average, forgettable entertainment fluff, which I just didn't care about. And I'm a big Ninja Turtles fan. I love the cartoon. I love the 1990 movie. I love the animated movie that we recently got last year. But this one, for me, it just had Michael Bay all over it, and I just can't stand him. I think he's an awful director. But the one redeeming thing about this film is the lift sequence. And I think what's so great about that sequence is it doesn't even need to be in the film. It just doesn't need to be there. And yet it still gets you pumped. It still gets you excited for this big fight scene that's going to happen. You feel, the tension that the 4 turtles are feeling while they're in the lift. It's just fun. It's just a fun little interaction between the 4 brothers. And yeah, that's where the entertainment starts and finishes for me with this film. If you enjoy it, fair play to you. But for me, that is by far the best scene in the movie, the lift scene from Ninja Turtles. So coming up next, we have the junkyard scene from Superman 3. I have an unpopular opinion about this film. I think this movie is worse than Superman 4. Shoot me down, I'm sorry, but that is just my opinion. People like this movie, that is absolutely fine as well. But for me, there's just too many problems with this film, and it commits one of the worst sins that a film can commit, in my opinion, and that is, it is boring. It is just a boring film for me, with the exception of one great sequence. The junkyard fight scene between evil Superman and Clark Kent. I think it's absolutely well done in this movie. I really, really feel the tension with it. It was the only time that I've felt like perked up and interested in what was happening in the film. Richard Pryor is sadly just completely miscast in this movie for me. He's just a wasted talent, unfortunately. And yeah, I think bar one other scene in the movie, which I might talk about in another video, the junkyard scene by far stood out. It is just, yeah, it's just got so much weight to it. I really, really enjoy it in what is otherwise, in my opinion, a boring film. Superman 4 is a terrible movie, but it is at least entertaining for all the wrong reasons, the same way Batman and Robin is entertaining. It's that phrase, it's so bad it's good, in my opinion, Superman 4. But Superman 3, the junkyard scene for me is by far the best part of the movie. And yeah, that's why I've picked that. So that is the junkyard scene from Superman 3. So the last movie I've picked for this list, we have the sparring scene from Rocky 5. So yeah, this is for me by far the weakest entry into the Rocky series. It is the weakest movie, in my opinion, with anything attached, with the Rocky name attached to it. But there are still things about this movie that I do enjoy. One in case being that sparring scene with Tommy Gunn. What I like about it is it's just a sparring scene, and Tommy Gunn really, really shows his unbottled ferocity in this movie, and it really kind of sort of worries Rocky, and I just really like that about the film. Really, really enjoy it. Really good scene. But yeah, it's a shame that the movie doesn't have more scenes like it. But yeah, I don't know, something really, really stuck with me with that scene. I just like the acting in it from Stallone. Like I said, just this unbottled, raw heat that Tommy Gunn has in that scene really, really works for me. And you get worried, you get frightened, you feel what that scene does. It does its job so well in just making you feel uncomfortable and worried, and just like, what's Rocky got in his hands here? It just works for me so well, that scene, and I just absolutely love it in what is otherwise, in my opinion, a mediocre movie with some good moments in it. But that sparring scene is by far the best in my opinion. So yeah, that's the sparring scene from Rocky 5. So coming up next, we have the awesome lightsaber duel from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. So yeah, I have massive nostalgia for The Phantom Menace. It is a movie I enjoy, and I do think some things about it do still hold up and do get better for me. By far for me though, the best thing about the movie is the choreographed lightsaber duels in the movie. Darth Maul is such an awesome, badass looking character, and Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi as the Jedi Master and Padawan fighting him is just so entertaining. I never want to take my eyes away from the screen when I watch those duels. I just think they're just so amazing, so mesmerizing to look at. But again, the movie's riddled with problems, annoying characters, Anakin Skywalker, Jar Jar Binks, wooden acting, particularly from Natalie Portman and Liam Neeson in this movie, boring storylines, trade federations that's not Star Wars to me, we just don't care about it, and a really long and overly bloated pod race sequence are just some of the problems for this movie. But my god, it plays to its strengths with those lightsaber duels. Really, really enjoy them, really, really love them, really feel the atmosphere and the tension, and it's by far the best part of the movie for me. So yeah, that is the lightsaber duels from The Phantom Menace. So yeah guys, those are my 10 picks of moments that I really, really enjoy from what are movies that, you know, sort of leave much to be desired in my opinion. But like I said, this is just my opinion. I just think that these are universally bad movies. They could have been so much better, but there are diamonds in there amongst the rough that are there to be enjoyed and have fun with. and I've just picked my 10 out of these movies. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. Let me know some of your favourite moments from bad movies that you enjoy. I think everyone's got different opinions on it, but yeah, I just had fun going through this list, picking out these moments. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the ride with me on this video. So yeah, gonna leave it there, guys, and say thanks very much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.